Okay, everyone, we have a lot to get through. So this is from the sheet that says 1539, and there are questions 1 through 4 in it. So this is number 1. You need to find the derivative. So it's going to be a quotient rule, and it's the bottom times the derivative of the top. The derivative of e to the something is e to the something times the derivative of the something. So you have the bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, which is just 1. And it's all over the bottom squared. So that doesn't match any of the choices, so we're going to have to simplify a little bit. And so I'm going to fix up that numerator a little bit. I'm going to put the 2 in front, e to the 2x in front, all times x plus 2. Okay, and then hopefully you can see, do another color, that there's an e to the 2x in this term and an e to the 2x in that term. So that means that we're going to factor out an e to the 2x. Okay, that leaves me with this. And the denominator stays the same. Okay, but that's not a choice. So next what we'll do is we'll simplify this part right here. Okay, so I'm just going to make some room up here. Okay, so we still have the e to the 2x. And then inside the parentheses, if you distribute that 2, you get 2x plus 4. Denominator stays the same. Okay, keep simplifying. And that was choice C. Okay, let's go to number 2. There we go. Okay, so number 2 looks like this. And we're going to find the derivative of that. So the derivative of e to the something is e to the something times the derivative of the something. So the something is this piece here. So that's going to require a product rule. So it's the first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first, which is just equal to 1. And that is choice A. Okay, number 3 is not multiple choice, so we don't have to simplify. Okay, this is going to be a quotient rule. So it's the bottom times the derivative of the top, which is just 1, minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom squared. Actually, if you wanted to simplify this, I'm going to do it because it cleans up really nicely. So if I factor this e to the x, why isn't my color working? Sorry. That's JoJo. You hear in the background. Okay, sorry, I pressed pause because JoJo's not happy about me not giving attention to her. Okay, so I'm going to take this e to the x, I'm going to distribute with each of these. So I'm going to get a minus e to the x, and then I'm going to get a minus x e to the x. Okay, and then if I combine e to the x minus e to the x cancels. I'm going to write e to the x squared as e to the x times e to the x, so you can see clearly that these will cancel. And that would be the entire simplified version. And one more, number 4. Okay, so the derivative of e to the something is e to that something times the derivative of the something. Now in this case, the something is the square root of x, which is the same thing as x to the 1/2. So we're going to bring down the 1/2, keep the x, and 1/2 minus 2/2 is a negative 1/2. And that would be the answer. If you wanted to simplify further, you could rewrite this as that, and then the whole thing can be written as this. Okay, and that completes sheet 1539.